enjoy getting up because I get to say one of my favorite sign-offs that I hear every day out loud. The Lowell Thomas Award for Best Radio News or Interpretation of International Affairs goes to National Public Radio. The NPR team in Kabul has brought us stories of their Afghan people. You've heard of their nightmares and their dreams, as told by correspondent Soraya Sarhaddi. Soraya opened Kabul's NPR bureau 3 years ago. She's traveled here to accept the award on behalf of the whole team, including Douglas Roberts and Lauren Jenkins. Soraya.
To allow me to go to Afghanistan, open the bureau for NPR, and be there for the last 3.5 years, Lauren. So it's been a wonderful experience. I mean, there's a lot of trepidation there for a radio reporter, in particular, especially one with no experience. I mean, things like trying to be conversational under a blanket in a dark room, trying to tell your story because you have to have the generator off because you can't have it on, otherwise that would be in the background. So things like that, or trying to, in a burqa, deal with very complicated electronic equipment and a microphone with a bustling. And it's very, that causes more anxiety sometimes, I think, some of the security issues that we all know about in Afghanistan. But the main thing is that Afghanistan is a place where you can do great storytelling. And if you love storytelling as much as I do, I've been doing it for more than a quarter century, it's just a great place to do it. And I've been very lucky, very blessed. I do have a dark complexion. I do speak Farsi, and so I've been able to travel quite a bit throughout the country. I've been to 26 of the 34 provinces, and most of those were not on internet. So I've actually had a chance to meet and talk with Afghans who I think are in the best position to really tell the story of why Afghanistan is going the way it's going. It's hard sometimes to get caught in the loop of the Karzai government versus the U.S. military versus the Taliban, and to be able to get away from that, go through that incredible topography that is Afghanistan, and to meet people who are really just struggling to survive, whether it's the farmer in Badakhshan who will spend 6 months a year doing very minimal animal husbandry or farming so that they can survive the snow-ridden other 6 months, or whether it's the mother who has become addicted through her husband to heroin and opium, and who is so desperate that they will try to sell their daughter one night in a bazaar, and thankfully that didn't occur. Nobody will buy the child. Those sorts of stories really make for great storytelling, and I think really allow us to see why Afghanistan is complex and difficult for us to maneuver in, whether it's militarily or whether it's politically, as we see. And I'm very grateful. I'm grateful, first of all, to NPR for giving me the opportunity to do this, and to Lauren and to my editor, Doug Roberts, who has helped this print reporter become a graceful, I hope anyway, radio reporter. And obviously to my husband and son, who, if I didn't have their support, I wouldn't be able to do this, and to the OPC for recognizing it. And I would say this, there are a lot of reporters who are now coming to Afghanistan. Afghanistan is sort of the new Iraq, if you will. And I hope that in the midst of our desire to sort of tell the breaking news story and to focus on the American troops as we should, and to focus on the Karzai government, whether it's a good partner for us in this endeavor in Afghanistan, that we don't lose focus of the people, because the people of Afghanistan are an amazing group of people, and they really, if you tell their stories, I think you'll have a greater understanding for why things are as complex and perhaps not going for us as well as we might like to